A judge makes a last-ditch effort to save a drug-addicted defendant. Will he send him to jail or will he help him change his life?
Morning, Mr. Eli.
Good morning.
How are you?
Better, a lot better.
You seem clear-headed. Things are going well now. You know, you've got a clear mind of what's going on. The problem is how long that's going to last. You know, shh. God forbid you dig yourself into such a deep hole that you'll never crawl out of. And then if you end up with a criminal case where there's a dead body, that's exactly what you've done. We will do everything in our power to prevent that from happening, no matter what you're doing. All that needs to happen going forward is you do not get into a car. Whatever you're doing in this life, wherever you need to go, don't get into a car. Do you understand? The worst possible thing you can do ever, if you're using anything, is to get to a car. You have a 4,000, 5,000 pound missile that can do catastrophic damage to anyone you run into. And if you are in a state that you shouldn't be, don't. Do you understand?
Yes.
What's going to happen now? What are we doing?
I'm gonna continue with the drug program, with the drug court, and better my life and stop doing what I was been doing. And move forward from this.
Do you know what happens if you don't?
Yes,
What happens if you don't?
I'll go to prison. What?
The judge reveals the original plan, a strict rehab facility, but now he's giving him a chance.
You will go into a rehab facility. That's what's going to happen. I am now, and I've told Shreya that I don't agree with what's going on now. I do, but I don't, because what I really think is what the report said in that SAFE-P, which is an inpatient treatment facility. That's what I really think. But because she's so tenacious, I have agreed to try to let you do this on your own.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
If you are unable to do this on your own, we're going to do it the other way. And the other way is what the report says, and it is the treatment facility in the jail. It's going to happen one way or the other. Do you understand?
Yes.
So when you're out there, if you ever have a craving, if you ever have someone coming up to you, giving you peer pressure to go do this, don't. Find a sponsor, find someone else to talk to, call me, come here to court, call Shreya, but don't use. And don't hang out with the people that you were using with before. Do you understand?
Yes.
Can we give him a curfew so that he's not out in the middle of the night as part of the sober court?
I can add that, but they have their own special conditions, so I'm not sure. Let me see if they'll interfere.
Look, I don't want to interfere with their specifics. I mean,
Judge, we can just defer it to sober court since they are going to have the intensive weekly reviews.
I'm scared for you, Mr. Eli. I really hope that you can make this work, and I want you to do it. But, you know,
I am.
when you're using that kind of dope, don't go back to the old, don't hang out with who you were hanging out with. Don't go back to the places you were hanging out with, because all you need to do is be in that environment, and it's going to catch you up like this. If you start using, if you don't comply with these conditions, I will issue a warrant immediately. Do you understand?
Now it's time for the legal proceedings. The judge will explain the penalty for failure.
Mr. Eli, you're charged with, so we're going on the second, right? Everything else is being dismissed? Is that right?
Yes, Judge. The FSGI and false report is a dismissal.
What about Was there any restitution on the FSGI?
No, Your Honor, we weren't able to get in contact with the complaining witness.
It wasn't a major at all.
Okay.
Fender, like literally a bumper.
You're charged with 3 cases. You're charged with false report. You're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense, and you're also charged with failure to stop and give information. You've worked out an agreement. They're going to dismiss 2, and you're going to plead on the DWI second. As part of the plea agreement, you're going to sober court, which I really hope you take to heart because I've already done the spiel for you. You're giving up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you enter into this agreement, you are stuck with this until you complete it successfully, or unless we have to issue a warrant and file a motion to revoke. If you violate the terms, we will issue a warrant, put you in custody, and then we're going to have a hearing. And if they prove it to me, you're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
How do you plead to driving while intoxicated, second offense?
He already has 1 DWI. The judge will now give the final, harshest warning about a 3rd mistake.
Guilty or not guilty? The other thing is this, is that you now are charged and will have 2 DWIs on your record. What happens the next time?
Prison.
Now, if you ever are in a car and you get charged, you will be facing a 3rd-degree felony. You'll be facing a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm going to do everything in my power to prevent that from happening. Do not get into a car. I am suspending your license for 2 years. Do not get into the driver's seat of any car. Do you understand?
Yes.
The judge did everything he could. Now it's all up to Mr. Eli. Can he win this war against addiction? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.